Bruh.
The New York Knicks have lost again to the Phoenix Suns this time. Again to the Phoenix Suns this time. This feels like we're in a really dark place right now. Right? It feels nasty because of the way it went down, especially at the end of the game, where the Knicks are hearing boos, ladies and gentlemen. They are hearing boos from the Madison Square Garden crowd. Last time I feel like we heard boos, correct me if I'm wrong, was a few years ago when we had a bad loss to the Thunder. I could be totally wrong in that, but that's the first memory that comes to mind, right? Karl-Anthony Towns attempts a three. The MSG faithful boo him. Real boos, loud boos. Loud boos that we heard tonight from the New York Knicks, from the New York Knicks fans in the Garden. The New York Knicks are losing their identity right now. They're losing who they are. They are going through an extremely rough patch right now as a unit. No Jalen Brunson, no Josh Hart. But I still feel like they had this basketball game and then some dumb ish happened in the fourth quarter. But they are losing their edge, right? And it seems like tonight they lost the people. As crazy as that sounds, it seems like tonight they lost the people. When you hear boos in the Garden, man, that's rough. That is extremely rough. And this team deserves to be booed, ladies and gentlemen. They deserve to be booed. Boom. Because they are terrible at the moment. Physical game, too. I got noses broken all over the place. You know, and in the fourth quarter, it just, the effort, the want. You had the game of runs, right? Knicks 14-0 run. Knicks had a lead in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, Phoenix goes on a 13-0 run to end the third quarter. 16-0 run for the Knicks in the third quarter. Bad close to the third quarter that kind of led to this. Colin Giuseppe lighting up the New York Knicks, right? Another one. Add him to the list if anybody's keeping track of these guys. Lighting up the New York Knicks. This team looks fractured right now, guys. I'm actually legit concerned. Like, I'm really concerned right now. Like, I'm concerned that it's spiraling to a point where something needs to be done and something has to be done, and I'm talking about a trade. Like, I'm concerned that we've reached that point of the season where the trading deadline is less than 3 weeks away, right? February 5th, I believe. And the fans seem like they turned on Karl-Anthony Towns. They do. I mean, it was after his airball three in which you hear the boos. And Mike Breen said it. Clyde said it. Madison Square Garden does not boo effort teams. They don't. They don't. They do not boo teams that scrap, that defend and punch back. And look, for the most part tonight, I thought the Knicks kept up with the physicality, but in that fourth quarter, things just spiraled. Karl-Anthony Towns, we got to talk about it, man. We have to talk about it, guys. Because right now, Cat looks like he's on an island. Cat Island. He looks like he's on an island by himself, and it's him against the world, and it's him against Knicks fans, and it sucks because I actually thought he came out aggressive in this game, angry. Him and Dylan Brooks were getting into it. I was like, okay, Cat, whatever you need to get your mind back in the game. And then dumb, stupid fouls in the fourth quarter. He didn't come back in the game till in the 4-minute mark. Mitchell Robinson was in the game. Cat didn't come back to the 4-minute mark. And at that point, it was like, why? Right? No edge behind him. Right? We saw versus the Golden State Warriors, teammates didn't accept OG and Deuce didn't step up when things got physical. Mike Brown hugs and kisses to Draymond Green, right? Man, this is not Knicks basketball, man. This is not how the city operates. What we're watching right now. I haven't felt like this in a while, and that's why I'm concerned, because this has happened. This hasn't happened in a while. Cat Island. He's on an island. It seems like he's on an island by himself. Appreciate you guys in the chat, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. This team looks fractured, guys. Voice your frustrations in the chat. The body language is off. OG gave a shit. Deuce, shout out to Deuce giving a shit. Deuce McBride continues his amazing season. OG giving a shit. I mean, Landry Shamet giving a shit. Right? The urgency is just gone, man. And look, I know we're without Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart tonight, but still, I mean, I think we would have lost with them. Like, that's how bad it is right now. That's how fractured I think the situation is right now. Right? And Knicks fans, we feel it, man. We feel it. Those boos weren't random. Right? They weren't unfair at all. They were a message to the New York Knicks that you guys have to get your shit together because you're playing like absolute dog crap right now. And this is not how the New York Knicks are supposed to play basketball. Like, this is not their brand of basketball that we're seeing lately. The calendar flipped, and so did the New York Knicks. They flipped. The 2026 Knicks are reminding me of a lottery team. Right? And it sucks because we have so much talent on this basketball team. Do I have to point the finger at Mike Brown right now? Do I have to? It seems like him and Cat, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can figure it out. I don't. You know. Right now the Knicks are in a dark place, man. The Knicks are in a dark place. You know. And it's whether this team can pull itself out before it kind of spirals and slips away. And whether you want to be on the optimistic side, cool. I'm all for it. I'm normally Mr. Optimistic. But it just feels different right now because one of your star players is currently getting booed by the fan base. And I don't necessarily think they were booing him. Maybe they were just booing the effort in the last 4 minutes of the game, 6 minutes of the game in the fourth quarter, especially the late third. But it just seems like Karl-Anthony Towns is on an island by himself, Cat Island. Man, shout out to the chat. Shout out to every single one of you guys in here. Salute to the members in here. Appreciate every single one of you in the chat. Happy Saturday. The New York Knicks were just one big, not their night, man. El Figa says, no dogs, no fight. Yep. No dogs, no fight. Johnson says, please don't talk about the talent on this team. Misleading. This team is not good at all. Loud and Clear says Cup cure F the NBA Cup. I can't argue with you, Johnson. This team is not good at all right now. They are not good at all. They are garbage. They are garbage. Say Quizzy says Cat said ball game. Ball game. Joel says we were up 10 and quickly lost the lead. Didn't even attempt to hold the lead. Look, this team, it's not just the way they're losing, man. It's how they're losing and how it feels like in the midst of the game. So many runs in this game, man. The third quarter, I thought it was awesome. Deuce McBride with the spark in that third quarter. His amazing season just continues, right? I thought the Knicks were matching the physicality in this basketball game for the most part. But again, when it matters the most, nope. You know, these bad closes to the quarter, and Phoenix goes on a 13-0 run to end the third quarter. And after that, it's like, that's pretty much it. You know, no Devin Booker to start the fourth quarter. No Dillon Brooks to start the fourth quarter. And I thought Brooks was kind of being held in check a little bit. But I have Colin Giuseppe hitting step-back threes, balling out, middies, and he's actually playing a pretty good season this year. But I'm like, come on. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. And right now, for this basketball team, they have to look themselves in the mirror and actually, like, say to themselves, do you want it? Do you have what it takes to be an NBA champion? Do you have what it takes to win an NBA championship? Because right now, that answer is flat out no. This Knicks team does not have what it takes to win an NBA championship at all. Like, it just hasn't been, like, we haven't gone through a losing stretch like this in years, if I'm not mistaken. Like, years. Right? I probably have to do the research, but it just, I don't know. Mike Brown seems like he's kind of losing it with one of his star players, and right now, it's just bad. It's bad. Man. Oh man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is where we're at, guys. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe this is where we're at. I can't. Who would have thought January 17th, your New York Knicks are sitting here 25-17, right? They're 25-17. They've now lost in the month of January to start the new year, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of their last 10 games are losses. They're 2-10, 2-8. I can't even do math right now. I'm upset. They are 2-8 in their last 10 games. Two and eight. And we finally hold a team to 106 points, right? And you're sitting there like, oh, defense improving, 106 points. But when it mattered the most in the fourth quarter, I got Giuseppe balling out 11 points. And I think most of them came in the fourth quarter, 11-6, right? Booker wasn't even doing anything until he was getting his foul calls in the fourth quarter, right? I mean, you go to the Knicks side, guys. Isaiah says, coming into the Discord, I have a lot to say. Yeah. Loud and Clear says, hit the Discord, guys, if you guys want to voice your frustration. I'll get to your calls a little bit later. The link is pinned up in the chat. Loud and Clear says, remember 2 Januaries ago with Randall and OG Fresh, 14-2. Yeah, should have never even changed, yeah. It's a total collapse. It is a total collapse right now. We are collapsing. That is the message. We are collapsing as a unit right now. The New York Knicks are collapsing. They are collapsing. And if you will, for 1 second, try to convince yourself, look, I tried, right? We did the podcast yesterday, and I'm like, look, this Knicks team can turn it around. We got Phoenix at home. I didn't know Jalen Brunson was going to be out. I didn't know Josh Hart was going to be out. But I still think we have enough to beat this Phoenix team. And all we're asking is for, offensive rhythm, contributions from your bench, Karl-Anthony Towns to be a dominant big man, and your wings to do their thing, right? And it just wasn't enough, man. You got great game from Deuce McBride. You got a great game from OG Anunoby. He 1 of 7 from 3. Mikal Bridges, 15 points. Like it's 15 points of air. That's what it feels like for Mikal. It's like 15 points of air. And he did hit a 3 to, kind of take the Knicks out of the rut in the corner next to the Phoenix Suns bench, and that's when Deuce McBride hits a baseline jumper, and then that's when the Knicks went on their little run. But it's not enough, man. I got Tyler Kolek looks like shit right now, guys. Tyler Kolek looks like absolute crap. He is really struggling right now on the basketball floor for the New York Knicks. The Knicks are struggling to dribble. Right, they're struggling to handle the rock. I mean, they had the amount of lack of ball handlers on this team is alarming. It is, and Leon Rose has a lot of work to do in these next 3 weeks because Tyler Kolek has hit a wall here. He has hit a wall. He's not playing well at all. Jordan Clarkson, it's either he's on or it's either he's off. Right, it's either he's on or it's either he's off. I like the effort, but sometimes it's just not good enough. Shamet, I think, will be okay. I love the defense from Landry Shamet. It is really good to have him back. Gershon Yabusele, I mean, guys, it's a lost cause with him, guys. It's a lost cause. It's a lost cause with him. The Knicks are not going to get anything for him. They're not. They're going to have to attach like these Wizards seconds, this Wizards protected pick for us to even obtain a player of value for Gershon. Or they're going to have to attach either a Kolek or a Diarra. Diarra starts tonight, hits a 3 in the first quarter, 4 boards, 12 minutes, 1 turnover. You kind of just threw him in there with the injuries with Josh Hart and everything after he's not being playing, so it's kind of hard to kind of judge him, right? And it just seems like a whole cluster of lineups that just don't work right now. And Karl-Anthony Towns, look, I go back to Karl-Anthony Towns, right? He actually started this game with a sense of urgency in which I liked. And he actually got in the face of Dylan Brooks. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I haven't seen this version of Karl-Anthony Towns yet. And yet here we are. And he still picks up 5 personal fouls. His whistle is trash, by the way. I think it is like I think he gets like the shitty end of the stick like at least 2 times a game. But at this point, we should expect it. His whistle is not good. It's one of the worst whistles in the league. But again, another game with 5 personal fouls. And at some point, us Knicks fans have to realize that having him on the New York Knicks, I don't think will equate to winning an NBA championship in the near future. I don't. Right? Maybe this is me being extra reactionary in January and he could shut me up in April, right? Like he kind of did last season. But I do not think he has the tools to do the things that you need to do to win an NBA championship in today's game. And right now, he has a bullseye on his back. Like he just is just not that guy. It's not that guy. Right? And the New York Knicks have a decision to make. What do? Right? What do? They did not extend Karl Anthony Towns, right? They did not extend him. Is that because they want to trade him? Is that because they want Giannis? Is that because I don't know whether there's a lot of reasons that can be attached to that. But when Jalen Brunson's out, when Josh Hart is out, I need you to dominate like a one. Like I need you to dominate. And 23-11, but the 5 personal fouls, you're putting this team in bad scenarios. You're putting Mike Brown in bad situations where he has to take you out and kind of mess up the flow of the basketball game, where these dumb fouls just cost this Knicks team so much, right? It gets to a point where enough is enough, it seems like, right? It gets to that point. Cat is, man, he's getting there right now, and for good reason, right? It's New York. He's feeling it from this Knicks fan base. He's feeling it right now, even from his coach. It seems like he's feeling it. He is on Cat Island right now. So, man, appreciate you guys in the chat once again. The New York Knicks lose to the Phoenix Suns. Final score 106-99. The New York Knicks don't even break 100. Don't even break 100. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, man. Loud and Clear says, guys, we spent a lot for. Where are they? Yeah, look, the finger is pointed at Karl Anthony Towns. This Rover says Cat is an underachiever. Mr. Eno says Cat moves like a robot or Frankenstein. Joel says something needs to be done ASAP. Either the front office trusts Mike Brown and moves on from Cat, or brings in another coach. Wow, we're already firing the coach already. Castro says Mitch gave a shit, didn't he? Yeah, look. 19 minutes, 10 boards, 2 assists for Mitchell Robinson. The thing about Mitchell Robinson is he's being capped at these like 20 to 25 minutes. He's a hell of a rebounder, right? They kind of were like on purposely fouling him at the end, right? And tonight at the free throw line, he was, what was he tonight at the free throw line? 104 from the free throw line. So, look, some good plays out there for Mitch, I thought. He's obviously the best offensive rebounder in the NBA, and tonight, 10 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. That is exactly what you're going to get from him, right? But 1 block for Mitch. It's just not clicking. Like, this unit just isn't clicking. I don't know whether that's a personnel problem, but these guys are underachieving right now. They are. They're underachieving. Chris says, even if it does, I still would never be a fan of Karl Anthony Towns. There's so much that he does and doesn't do that annoys my soul. Joel says, what's going on, Chris? The worst part is all these players' value are tanking. We're getting peanuts for players like Mikal. Yeah. And look, like I said, Mikal Bridges, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 stocks for Mikal. I guess 4 personal fouls. It's 5 first-round picks for him, though, man, right now. It's just, it's air right now. It's just like 3 of 6 from 3. I love that he's efficient, right? I love that when we need a bucket, when we need a midi, he's going to get you a fadeaway bucket. You know, he hit his corner threes today, but I don't feel it with him. Like, I don't get hype talking about Mikal anymore. Like, I don't. Right? Talking about OG, you can see the effort in OG. OG wants it. Like, OG gives a shit. Like, you see him drive it to the hole. You see him, like, just reckless abandon is like Clyde says during the game. And I know he was inefficient from 3, 1 of 7 from 3, but OG seemed like he wanted it. Especially there was a sequence in the 4th quarter where he was just getting to the free throw line at will. 10 free throw attempts for OG. Missed a crucial one, but I like it. Mellow Mike's, what's going on? Mellow Mike, appreciate you in here. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Loud and Clear says, Ant, what you mean to say is the Mike Brown offense is not working.
Bruh.
It's fascinating, guys. Prior to 2026, the New York Knicks were second or third in offensive rating. They crept in the top 10 in defensive rating. All was well. Like, we were floating in the sky. The bench was playing well. Career nights from McCullough, Diarra, Kolek. We're like, oh my God, this is the year. I love it. We win the cup. We're like, yo, we just beat a Spurs team that is going to be there at the end with Wemby, and we just punked them. We beat an Orlando team that had our number this year. We beat them. And after the cup, I don't know what happened to this team. It's fascinating how the numbers have dropped drastically in all the metrics. All of them. The New York Knicks are 2 games from being a play-in team. Let that sink in. They are 2 games away from being the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. They are closer to a play-in seed than they are the 1st seed in the East. The Boston Celtics are now a game and a half in front of you. A game and a half in front of you. Without their best player. They traded away half of their team this past summer. They got rid of everyone. Yet here they are, a game and a half in front of you on January 17th. Because coaching. Because coaching. It's coaching. They have a hell of a coach over there in Boston. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought this is where we'll be, right? The Raptors are a half game behind you. And guys, we were supposed to run the East. Missoula is a better coach. We were supposed to run the East. At least that was my expectations. We were supposed to be 1 or 2. I prefer 1, but guys, we're far from that, man. Like, we're a losing streak away from being a play-in team. And we are halfway through the season, guys. Halfway through the season. Right? It's not like I'm talking in November or December. It's halfway. It's halfway. So is this who this Knicks team is? Are we better than this? I think we are. But they're not showing it right now. At all. And what pains me is that it's the effort, it's the heart, it's all the things that brings New Yorkers together, and it's all the things that made us love this Knicks team, right? So much that the magic, and it just hasn't been there for the start of 2026, man. I can't believe here we are on January 17th, the Boston Celtics in a gap year, and they are a game and a half in front of us. And Jason Tatum, if you guys think that he's not coming back, you're crazy. I think he's coming back. I think he's coming back. I do. It's crazy, man. It's honestly insane that we're at this point, right? And look, they'll turn it around. They'll go on a winning streak, right? They'll win 5 out of their next 6 games, or 8 out of their next 10 games, something like that. But what right now is, we're not seeing any resiliency. We're not seeing any just like spark from this unit right now, man. They look lifeless. And it's not everybody, right? It's not everybody. I want to preface by saying this. It is not everybody on this basketball team. It is a select few. It is a select few on this basketball team, and one of those players just happened to be your $50+ million player on this team, and he is currently hearing boos in Madison Square Garden. The fan base has turned against him. The fan base has already packed his suitcase. They already got the Uber ready. They're already telling themselves, look, first year Cat, thank you for the memories, but it's not going to work here in New York. I don't know if I'm a part of that group yet. I don't, because it's still a long season. It is still a long season, but I am a part of the group who thinks that I don't believe you can win a championship with 2 of your best players defensively, not holding their own, especially in the starting lineup. And especially when one of them just lacks the mental toughness, it seems. And we know we don't have that issue with Jalen Brunson. He's a good team defender. He does many other things on the basketball court that equate to winning. Cat is just dumb stuff, man. The foul trouble, it's never going to end. It's never going to stop with Karl-Anthony Towns. And I think this front office seriously has a decision to make, because it's fascinating how the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks are reeling right now at the same time. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if they do that, though. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the Discord if you guys want to call in. I'll get to your calls in a little bit. Wow. 4 people waiting in the Discord. Okay. 4 people waiting in the Discord. A lot of you want to voice your frustrations. Get to your calls in a second. Hit some of your comments in the chat before I do so. Isaac says, send Cat to Milwaukee, please, Leon. Man, oh man. Joel says, anybody saying the team will turn it around after the All-Star break is lying to themselves. I hope. That's the only thing we can hold on to is hope. It's the only thing we can hold on to. But tonight definitely felt different for this New York Knicks team, right? It felt different when the game ended and the clock struck 0. It felt different, right? Boos. It felt like a breaking point. That's what it felt like, a breaking point. It feels like this team is losing their edge. And I see some Thibs comments in the chat. Thibs is somewhere smiling. Just get it together, man. Just get it together. Smart Kid, what's going on? I think it's hard to judge this team. Last season, we got clobbered against the best team and still did well in the playoffs. I think they have ADHD during the regular season. Yeah, but they haven't reeled this much in the regular season. We've had our slumps. Last year, we couldn't beat Boston or Cleveland in the regular season. But I didn't have this turmoil between my star player and the head coach. I didn't have Karl-Anthony Towns and the media pouting. Right? I didn't. I don't know if he spoke yet, but I'm sure there's going to be some comments that will probably come out of that locker room. I didn't have any of this. And we didn't have these injuries too, so that's a part of that. But it feels different this year because you're also seeing teams that you didn't expect take a leap ahead of you. Like the Detroit Pistons look for real. They look legit, right? I know Cleveland was running the show last year, but we all didn't give a shit about Cleveland last year. We were like, yeah, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. They're soft. I think Detroit can legit win a championship. Like they have the tools and they have the players and they have the grit, they have the mentality, they have the coach, they have that mental toughness. They got dogs. Right? So, source says now they about to get smacked by the Mavs. Man. Man, oh man. This is rough, man. This is rough, man. This is Isaac says the NBA cut strikes again. Mello says I can honestly say I believe it was fatigue, but now the time has passed. There has to be some type of internal locker room issues that are going on because his team is not consistent of working together. Yeah, I think so. I think there's something internally going on with this Knicks team and this Knicks unit, and I think it's an issue, and it's an issue that needs to be addressed. And do I think it will be addressed? I don't know. I don't know at this point. Let me get the Discord up. Let me get the call-in show, the Discord call-in show. Hit the Discord. Those of you in the chat can call into the show. Got the little Discord call-in. Let me put the chat over here. Once again, appreciate you guys in the chat. Discord call-in. Hey now. All right. We have El Figgy, we have Say Quizzy, we have Yuri, and we have Isaiah. Let's get to the members first. Hold on. All right, let's get to Isaiah. Let's get to you first, Isaiah.
Me? All right.
What's going on, Isaiah?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Bro, oh my God. I don't know how to feel, man. This team's pulling my buttons, man. I don't understand it. I just don't understand what's going on. And one thing I'm very concerned about, we're almost at the month mark of this team been playing bad. That's really concerning. Remember what Sarah Presti said. If you still play bad with a month, that you need to be all seriously worried. I just don't know, man. I don't know if this team can come out of it right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I feel like the players are getting blamed more, and I feel like Mike Brown should be starting a lot of the blame. And I feel like the rotations have been really bad, and I just feel like he's losing the locker room a little bit. I really feel like that. I feel like we're not communicating as well with him, and I just need this team to step it up. That's all I gotta say. But I was nervous.
Isaiah, appreciate you with the call. Yeah, look, we're hitting that muff mark, and it seems like Mike Brown is kind of losing the locker room. Karl Anthony Towns just said that he is frustrated a lot. They're frustrated, and as they should be, coming out of that locker room. Let's go to El Figgy. How are you, El Figgy? What you got tonight?
As well as can be expected, Ant. As well as can be expected. This is
Yeah, it's rough.
It sucks to be us right now. I mean, I'm watching Cat and I'm watching his frustrations and I'm watching his struggles. And look, I hate to bring this up, but even Walt and Mike are talking about this. Even people, even Knicks podcasters that are not, or I'm sorry, basketball podcasters that are not Knicks fans. The Knicks have the worst whistle in the league. It's just a fact.
The worst what?
The refs
Sorry?
hate the worst whistle in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
We play defense, and it's called fouls. The other team plays defense, and it's called physical basketball. that one foul called on Cat. I mean, saying that his knee, that it's
yeah, that was absurd.
That made no kind of sense, and I'm not trying to take any blame off of him because all Cat would have to do to fix his problems, and all he has to do is watch Jokic. Jokic never starts beyond the arc. He never gets the ball that high up. He's always at the bottom of the key if you watch him. And then when he gets double or even triple team, if you watch Cat's assists, Cat has the lowest assist. Who has the highest assist in the league? Jokic, because he knows he's going to get, and Cat has to find the open guy, whoever that is, and he has to start to dish the ball out. If he knows that he's not going to be able to get to the basket, if he knows that he's getting mauled, he has to learn how to do that. He's not going to get the whistle. He's got to learn to work around it. And that's it. We can't keep crying. We can't keep bitching every time that happens. And it has to be brought up as well. Mike Brown. I mean, I don't know if he's lost the locker room. I don't know what's going on with this team. But if you look at Boston,
Mm-hmm.
without they've lost Tatum. They don't have Drew Holiday's
Holiday,
not there anymore.
Porzingis. Yep.
Porzingis, Al Horford. Who's out there right now? You got Jaylen Brown and Derek White and Peyton Pritchard carrying that team into second place. You have to look at Joe Mazzulla and say, they got good coaching. He can take this ragtag group of guys and bring them up to second place without their stars, without any real great role players. He can bring that. That's good coaching. So what's going on with the Knicks? Now, this is why I kind of reserved my opinion on Mike Brown when he first came on, because I said, look, I know we needed to move on from Thibs. It had to be done. But is Mike Brown our guy? That, the jury's still out on that. And we have to stop. I miss the Knicks that used to be able to come back from bad offense and put up stops and play defense.
Mm-hmm.
That was us. When we would be down last season, if we were down by 10, 12, 15, 20 points sometimes, I still wasn't worried in the third quarter, because I'm like, okay, we're going to get some stops. You got OG out here. We're going to be able to come back from. That's not us anymore. Now I don't know what our identity is, and it's frustrating. It's upsetting as a fan. I don't like the boos at MSG, especially on All-Star night, but it is what it is, man. Let's go Knicks. We're going to get this back. We're going to take a little break for All-Stars. We're going to hopefully maybe come back. Look at the Pacers last year, man. They were okay at the beginning of the season, and then they came back and they had the best record in the East. So I think they had the best record in the league when they got back from All-Star break. So maybe we just need a little break, reset. Let's go.
All valid points. Well said. Yeah, maybe they do just need a little break. But like you said, they lost their identity. And in terms of the whistle, I tweeted that physical teams get away with more than less physical teams. The Knicks are usually on the receiving end of this, and when they play physical, more fouls are called on them because that's not their MO. The Knicks are not a really physical team in the league, and it seems like these teams that are extra physical, they get away with a lot. And you're seeing the differences when this Knicks team clashes against teams that are just, fouling on every play. They're not going to call every foul. Cat's whistle's trash. We get it, but at some point, it's like, okay, I mean, is it going to change? Is it ever going to change? I don't know. Let's get to Yuri. What you got to say, Yuri?
Hey, I know I said I wasn't going to be on, but I had to dedicate it.
You sound sick.
Yeah, but dedication.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. What you got tonight?
Hearing Kat said he's frustrated, I don't know, man. Now I'm starting to get worried Mike Brown's losing the locker room a little bit. I get it. I didn't want Tibbs to move. I was very advocate of Tibbs. I wanted him to at least get one more year.
Yeah.
Right? But I knew we had to move on from him. Hearing Kat saying he's been frustrated a lot, I don't know how to feel about that comment, and that worries me a lot.
It does. It worries me a lot too, man. I feel like this is the end with Kat, man. I do, and I don't know what to make of it. Maybe I'm just overreacting, but it just
maybe it could be overreaction. Could be.
But I think him and Mike Brown, I don't think that relationship's getting any better. And I said this on the pod yesterday. You don't have to like your teammates. You don't have to like your coach. But at some point, you're the $55 million player that needs to figure it out. Like, there's reasons why you're getting paid all that money. You're getting paid like a superstar.
Right, and I'm not overreacting. I know we're in like the month mark of January, right?
Yeah.
I'm still going to be hopeful. I'm still going to be optimistic. You know what I mean? Because at this point, I'm like, get to the damn playoffs. Like I told you before.
Yeah.
Just get me to the damn playoffs.
Yuri, get better, man. Sound terrible.
I will say, though, and that this has reminded me a lot of the pre-OG Anunoby trade. If that makes sense to you. This has reminded me a lot of the pre-OG Anunoby trade.
Yeah, that's a good point where it kind of, that's a good point. I remember what I felt pre-OG Anunoby where I'm like, okay, this Knicks team needs a change. They need to condense. The lineups aren't working. RJ quickly. Thibs was struggling with that. It makes sense. Yuri, appreciate the call. Ciao. Say Quizzy. What's going on, Say Quizzy? What you got, Say Quizzy?
What's up,
You're
man? It's just funny watching this game, but like we got the same record as the Suns, and I don't think nobody can name the third best player on their team. You could say Brooks is second, but he didn't play like the second
Green,
option, and
Jalen Green, who's hurt.
well, he hurt, so I ain't counting him right now.
Yeah.
But we still getting cooked. But I just know the Knicks better pay McBride because right now he understands the assignment. He understands Brunson's hurt. Josh Hart hurt.
Yeah.
Let me step up because he's been stepping up. To me, he been the best player on the court. The first option right now because he been balling. His shots been going in. Like
I can
he
make
been
a
doing
case,
everything good.
He's been the
up.
best Knick this year. You know?
Yeah, with his shots. And knowing that Brunson is out and he's still scoring, knowing teams is probably like, don't let him shoot. Watch out for his shot.
Yep.
And he's still shooting well. And then 3 of our most paid players combined with a total of 10 turnovers. OG, Bridges, and Cat. 10 turnovers with all of y'all. Like, I say OG had a good game scoring wise. He tried to get to the free throw line. I like to see that, get to the rim, stop the clock. But like we gotta be better. And Mr. 5 picks, Mikal, no Brunson, no Josh Hart, 37 minutes, only 15 points, and 3 turnovers. Like, come on, man. If we missing 2 starters, you should be trying to take over a game. And like you ain't gonna stop Booker. You gotta score back. Like these fadeaways is killing me. It's like that's all he got. A fadeaway. It's like we understand that's your move, but when it's not dropping, can you do something else? Can you pump fake? Get your man in the air. Get a free throw. Go to the free throw line. Something.
Yeah.
Like we got no defense. And then Cat. I think I'm 100% done with Cat. I don't care
100.
what he doing.
He's done.
Yeah, I don't care what he do in the regular season. I'm just waiting for the playoffs. Just prove me wrong in the playoffs, but I don't care about the regular season. Like, we could win 20, 10, 15 games in a row. I don't care. Like, this guy gets in trouble with people that's 6'8", 6'9", can't back down. Nobody backing down Booker and trying to get a call. Go up strong. It's Booker. He is 6'5". You should have babied him to the rim. But instead, trying to get a call. McBride is getting paid $4 million, but he looked like the best player.
Yep.
You're getting paid, what, 55, somewhere up there, more than everybody else. I know that. It's like, come on, man. It's like, if Cat is not a high-level scorer like Brunson, what else is he going to do? Like, even though he had 23, like, you're the first option. I need you with 28 now. Brunson not here. I need you with 31, 32. And stop picking up fouls. It's like, that's why I'm like 100% done because it's like
because we're like stop picking up fouls and he keeps doing it. He keeps doing it.
And then there's like the most babyest fouls.
Yeah.
Like you let Draymond Green get in your head. Like, bro. And like if Giannis is on Booker, Giannis is babying him. He's getting the and one. He's going up strong. Running to the rim. Giannis can't even shoot the ball. You're supposed to be the best shooting big man, but can't shoot over people that's 6'8" or 6'9". It does. I don't know. But hopefully they can get it together because I'm seeing them Saturday versus Philly.
Oh, he'll be in the building.
I'm praying to losing.
He'll be in
praying
the
to
building.
losing and just me being in the building helps us.
That's in Philly or in the Garden?
It's in Philly.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully they'll pull it together. Say Quizzy, appreciate the call.
Yeah.
As always, man.
Well, I see you, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate the callers. Really good callers tonight on the Knicks Nation Discord call-in show with everybody. Really good callers tonight. El Figgy, Isaiah, all bringing the heat. Yuri, get well soon. The guys have spoken. Mike Brown, what do you got to say, Mr. Brown? What's the issues with this Knicks team? Mike Brown was asked about his level of concern with the Knicks losing 8 of their last 10 games.
Yeah. No, you don't want to lose games at all, but especially going 2-8, in the last 10, and so there's concern there, but not to the point to where we're going to overhaul everything. We got to just we got to work. We got to like I said, look in the mirror, see how we can individually help the group, starting with me, and then we got to get in the gym. We got to work as much as we can, and we got to keep trying to fight like we did tonight. And if we do, we're going to give ourselves a chance.
That's one thing. I like the way the Knicks fought. I thought they matched the physicality. I thought they were being the more physical teams. Notice how he says we got to get to work when we can. So I don't believe the New York Knicks are practicing a lot, right? I don't believe they're practicing a lot due to the lack of days off. So it's mainly walkthroughs. It's mainly, film sessions. It's mainly treatment, especially with guys in and out of the lineup, man. As soon as we get Shaman back, no Brunson gets hurt. As soon as, Shaman comes back, Josh Hart is now dealing with a sore ankle. It just seems like we just haven't really been whole in a while, and it sucks, right? So I just really want this Knicks team to get healthy, get whole, and just figure something out. Let's get back to being a really good offensive team, and then let's get back to just being a really good offensive team. The ball movement, the sprays, the catch and shoots. Let's get back to that, because I miss that. More Mike Brown.
But at the end of the day, the fans here are passionate, and you respect and embrace their passion. And, but it hurts. It hurts the staff. It hurts the players. We're not trying to lose. Our guys played hard, and so, I take my hat off to them for that. But the fans have, in my opinion, every right to boo or to cheer or do whatever they want. They pay their hard-earned money to come to the games, and this is entertainment for them. So, you got to respect that.
He's right. Let's get the cat, man. Let's get the cat. Level of frustration, Karl Anthony Towns.
Level of frustration right now with the team. A lot of frustration.
That's all I got.
What's the level of frustration right now with the team?
A lot
of frustration.
That's all I got. Got that scratch on his nose, man. Looks like a cat scratched him on the nose, too.
Right now with the team?
A lot. That scratch on your nose, man. Yeah, you should be. You should be frustrated. More cat.
I don't like losing any game, so of course for me, the concern is winning the next one. Just staying focused at the task at hand, winning games, and giving our fans something to cheer for. I don't like losing any game, so
he's going through it right now. He's going through it. He's the punching bag. The weight, he's feeling the weight. He's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the heat. And I thought after the Golden State game, he was in a night on a night where I thought that Knicks teammates should have rallied behind him, especially the coach, considering what Karl Anthony Towns has been through this year. Most of that has been because of him. I thought that after the game they should have, whether that's no hugs and kisses with Draymond or something, man. At some point you have to get your teammates back, and I thought after that game especially, I didn't like that from this Knicks team. OG, hilarious, man.
Is there anything, I guess, you think that this team needs to improve on to be able to get back on track? Like, where would you start?
I think everything. You can always get better at everything. Even if we're winning games, we would still be trying to improve everything. So, yeah.
You don't really get much from OG Anunoby. You get more of the political answers from him, but he does it in a funny way. That's hilarious. But yeah, man. That's that. That's that, guys. We got a lot of work to do. Mr. Eno says iHeart and Dante are sorely missed. Yeah, because iHeart, Dante, even Precious was doing, wonders at Junkyard Dog stuff, would get in someone's face, right? That's why this Knicks team brought in a PJ Tucker, because they needed kind of like an adult in the locker room, a veteran. And it just seems like with this group, you lack that like bad. You lack that bad. And I'm not saying that you need to be this tough team to win an NBA championship, but because I do think this Knicks team has the mental toughness to do so, but they leave a lot to be desired out there sometimes, man. They do. They do. This Rover says, I mean, what's Cat going to say? It could be better. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, man. Knicks are going through some stuff, man. They are going through a lot. Feels different. Feels like we're in a bad place right now. And let me bring up the schedule. Let me see if the schedule. I know we have some games at home. Hopefully we can get our captain back. You know, Boston wins again tonight. So that's why they're a game and a half in front of you, right? I can't believe that, man. I honestly can't believe that. I can't believe the Boston Celtics are in front of you. Such a shame. All right. Schedule. You have the Dallas Mavericks on MLK Day on Monday, 5 p.m. vehicle. Then the Brooklyn Nets. You should win your next two. Yeah, I mean, but the way this Knicks team is playing, I don't know. You should win your next two. We'll see if they do. And then you have Philly. Get some revenge on the Philadelphia 76ers next Saturday. That's going to be a big game. Then Sacramento. So it starts with one. Just get one, and we just go from there and just figure it out. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, appreciate the members in here. Enjoy your Saturday night. I'm going to head up on out of here. Follow the socials at Knicks Nation on Instagram, at Knicks Nation on X. And follow the podcast, Apple, Spotify. The links are all in the description below. Once again, shout out to the members in the chat. Thank you for becoming a member and staying a member. You see the emojis, see the loud and clear, bringing the Mikhail emoji in here. Joel says we need that vet presidents, how PJ was and how Taj was before him. Yeah, we do. And look, we're going to do a whole episode on trades, and we'll see what the New York Knicks can acquire. Loud and clear says I'll be at MSG on Monday. Let's go. Hopefully they will win when you're in the building. Hopefully they will win. Disappointing losses. The most concerning thing with this team is that they can't win without their key star players. Yeah, that's the thing that's lacking between last year and this year. Is last year you rallied behind, but it was even happening in December and November when the guys were out. We were like, okay, this guy steps in, we'll still win, right? D-Raw will step in. McCullough Jr. will step in with no heart. And we're like, oh, man, we can plug and play these guys, and it just looks flawless. They've lost their way in the month of January. Something changed, something flipped, something turned, and I think they're trying to find it. And once they find it, I think we'll be okay. But until they find it, it looks like this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys in the chat. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Make sure you subscribe. All the good stuff. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Brunson a three. Bang! Jalen Brunson does it again.